Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Tower of Time. I'm really sick, but I don't want to let this series die. Oh, wow, that mango juice is gritty. Oh, that was a mistake. Anyway, I've turned down the difficulty just for this episode, maybe the episode after. I woke up with 103 fever today, and I'm just out of it. But I don't have anything better to do than play video games and talk over them. So I'm just gonna turn it down. And we'll just have like an easy time of it for a bit. I know usually turning it down pisses people off, but I don't really have a choice here. It's either let the series drop or play on an easier difficulty, because I don't have it in me to be tactical right now. So instead, we're just gonna zip through things. I like these loading screens. They're fun. It kind of shows his childhood. Also, have not actually played on easy mode, so whoop. Okay. I'm a little curious about, just how easy mode is. Looks like the answer is freaking easy. Well, okay. Yeah, that's fine by me. I'll turn it up later. I just, like, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm sick, I don't want to play anything difficult. I was trying to play Dark Souls earlier today. That was a mistake. I mean, we did okay, but I was just so bushed. Okay, I gotta move over here. The line of sight on everything has just gotten weird. I'm not entirely sure how it goes. Okay, they're on stand ground. They did change the AI a little bit on stand ground, so it looks like they're a little bit smarter now. It looks like they're much faster on the uptake as far as targeting new enemies, which is very appreciated. Part of it is also, like, as far as combat goes, I've already determined that I don't like the combat in this game. It's too faux RTS for me. And not enough, like, Divinity Original Sin. Like, if you want to see a good tactical CRPG, Divinity Original Sin is kind of the pinnacle of it, in my opinion. I'm looking forward to playing Deadfire and Kingmaker? The Pathfinder one. Because both of those look like they might actually be pretty fun. But Divinity has always been my favorite tactical CRPG. And so, going from Divinity, which was the last CRPG I played, to this, it's like, I'm here for the exploration, I'm here for the story. Another energy barrier. We cannot pass. This blockade is clearly orchestrated in origin. If I understand the currents emanating from the field correctly, it draws its power from a nearby source. We need to find it. Yes, orcs are indeed responsible for this barrier. They guard this area jealously and will try and prevent your passage. They clearly see you now as a great threat to them. Can you tell us anything about these orcs? Where did they come from? What is exactly their purpose here? I do not know from whence they came, nor their purpose. All I can tell you is that they have been here for a long time. Even after all these years, I still cannot understand their speech. If it makes any difference, until recently they remained on this level, not daring to move below. Again, something comes and goes without your knowledge. I'm not omnipotent, Maeve. The needs of the tower that require my attention are many, and some things do indeed slip past my attention and knowledge. I wish you luck in dealing with this barrier. Okay, so we've got that. I'm just gonna keep wandering around and fighting things. I really wish it had just been like a 3v5. You know, these are the 5 enemies that you're up against. Each enemy is singularly much more dangerous. Oh, it's a portal fight. I don't remember that UI being there. I like it. But yeah, the only reason why I play on a higher difficulty at this point is to avoid annoying people, to be totally honest. Were I playing this alone, I would honestly just turn the difficulty down and just do whatever. There are games that I will play for a challenge. Specifically, I've been playing Opus Magnum recently, and I think that is a perfectly fun, challenging game. You know, it plays really well. It's more of an exercise in, like, you know, kind of the mind more than anything else. This portal is not going down. What's this one? Hunter's Mark. Let's try that. We're kind of... It is just spitting non-stop enemies at us. We are doing some damage to it, but it is taking its sweet time. There we go. That ice AoE seems like a decent response to this. I'm actually having some trouble. Well, some. Not much. Oh my god, that is a bit much. What the hell? Okay. Let's summon a Healy thing for a bit. We're fine. That might have actually killed me. We're on a higher difficulty. It's hard to tell exactly. No. Let's see. We're doing okay. I don't know. It's very difficult to tell sometimes how things would exactly fare. Oh, but I just really enjoyed Divinity Original Sin. I always loved the first one. I thought it was really fun. I liked the second one. It was kind of better and worse for a lot of reasons, but I did enjoy it. Oh, why did I do that? Okay, there's the last of the portal. And there's the last of the enemies. Okay, and we get another Amber Stone. I'm finding a lot of purples. I don't think I will make a single purple after this point. It looks like they just drop enough for me. I just have to wait. Let's see, so let's toss on another Amber Stone. Let's toss this on. I do have some better staves, but this is better. Anyway, I wanted to work on her. Enchant. Oh, gotta go back to the city. Anything I can do with this? The answer is no. But yeah, I don't know. Those are my thoughts. I picked this game up because I liked the concept, not because I wanted a challenge. I also just play too many games. This is always kind of a sticking point for me. I'm more interested in beating as many games as possible in my life and in my channel than I am in... you know, playing hard games. I totally understand and respect people that play legitimately hard games for, you know, for the sake of challenging themselves and stuff. Yeah, occasionally I'll do something of the sort. But usually I'm just like, I just want to have a nice experience. Anyway, let's read an old book. What have I done? Who have I become? How did my personal drive for knowledge and power manifest into such a disaster? So this is Sleeth's notes. I killed them all of those innocent people. They entrusted me with their lives, and I betrayed them. I tried to tell myself my actions serve a greater purpose, but my words echo as hollow as excuses in my ears. How many other men have tried to justify the evil of their actions? Were there any mirrors here? I wonder if I would recognize the face staring back at me as my own. There's only one path now, staying true to my cause. A few died here, so millions may live and prosper. I may only pray future generations will absolve me of my actions here today. So it seems that this Sleeth killed all these people. They followed him as a messiah into the tower and he killed them, slaughtered them all. Such wicked madness. Perhaps. We're only getting one side of the story. If orcs were to leave a note about us, what would they say? How many greenskins have we killed in the name of our cause? That's a totally different situation, Kane. We did not lead the orcs to this place under false promises, and the orcs we've put to the sword, they would have surely made a meal of us had we not defended ourselves. Aye, yet who knows what drives them. If armed strangers came to our city bearing weapons and speaking a strange tongue, you'd have half a dozen bolts in their chest before they even knew what hit them. Don't play devil's advocate. Hiding behind these 7 virtues of yours, King's champion. Our cause is just. You know this to be true. Of course our cause is just. It's likely Sleeth and the orcs believe the same as theirs. To what end is this conjecture? It's getting us nowhere. It's foolish to argue the motivations of people we know so little about. Perhaps you two can continue this discussion, if we find more clues about what happened here. Sleeth's notes 2. Some of the villagers must have escaped. How they eluded me I do not know. Perhaps the immense stores of mana I tap into here somehow masked their presence, or altered my awareness of things, or both. They're able to steal the key to the library during one of my meditations. I thought they respected my power, those ungrateful wretches. I have to seal valuable places with wards from now on and set them upon myself when I'm indisposed. The doors to the library are locked with a powerful magic. It would likely take me months to deconstruct the spell. No, I must have the key back. I have decided to look for the thieves. Their tracks lead south. I cannot blame them for fleeing. But taking my key will prove a most grave error. Sounds like he kind of went power mad in here. Purple flowers. When Cain approaches the flowers, they suddenly spray some dark liquid on him. After a moment of panic when nothing happens, your party decides to leave them be and move on. After a while, your party notices Cain leaves a trail of a lovely scent behind him. Don't say a word. Not one single word. Cute. I really like the characters in this game. For an indie game, it's rather well written. That's rare. There's some good indie games, but it's rare to have, like, really good and fun character interactions. Geez, what was the game? Nefarious. That was written fairly well. I just liked the characters. They were charming. Level is huge. Holy shit. That lagged a bit. I kind of wish this game had, like, attack move actions and some associated things. Hold your ground, patrol. Because it does kind of play like, it does kind of play like the old Baldur's Gate games, but without any modern improvements. Not that big of a deal. Just noticeable sometimes. I'm getting tired. This is probably not going to be a very long episode. I apologize. It's just... What do you do when you're sick? Just let every series drop? Usually I rely on a hefty backlog. And I got a hefty backlog for some series. Not all of them, though. Okay, so Sundered isn't so bad. It seems like I've managed to get quite the power boost on what's his face? Is it Eric? The elf. Ooh. That Daze ability ain't bad. Oh, let's keep summoning the Treant. I'm mostly just kind of waiting. This is a much slower fight than the Portal one. You're always just waiting for the enemies to be done. Done spawning. I don't know if I actually like the Portal fights or if I like the, whatnot better. Hard to say. Interesting that he also has move and attack on, but he's not just Rambo charging things anymore. They must have changed more of the logic than I thought they would. Or thought they would, thought they did. Okay, so we get some gloves, some more stuff. I think I get the ability to transmute the enchantment crystals. So green to blue to purple. I think I get the ability to upgrade them. This tent is much more lavish than ones encountered before. Inside there's a very large and jagged axe, far too heavy for your party to carry. I wonder what manner of creature would be strong enough to wield such a monstrous weapon. Oh, let's see. A lot of cart tracks are leading to this place. It looks like a serious logistics operation took place here some time ago. This looks like a treasure chest, but it's not. This is. Totem. The source of the magic barrier appears to be a bone totem with a crystal affixed to it. It must be destroyed. However, as this is alien magic, your champions start to discuss how best to achieve that. Ain proposes use the sword to destroy the totem, fearful a magic trap may lie connected to it. Eric suggests unraveling the totem with his own magic. The orcs have thus far proved sensitive to magic, thus Eric's solution may carry a greater risk, alerting the greenskins to your champion's presence. Within moments, the party engages in a heated debate over the best course of action. Unravel it with magic. You usually trust your longtime friend's judgment in situations like this, but Eric's argument is compelling. There could easily be a trap or alarm connected to the totem. Focusing your will ever so delicately on Cain, you convince him to let Eric have his way. Small wisps of blue energy extend from Eric's fingers as he probes the crystal delicately. After several minutes of examining the intricate crystalline nodes, he finds a way to dispel their enchantment. The crystalline light flutters for a moment before vanishing. Eric turns and makes a direct eye contact with each champion, clearly satisfied with his efforts. The party prepares to move on. A large group of shaman approach, led by a giant earth caller. They wave their staffs in rhythmic unison and chant as they close. Apparently, Eric's display of magical prowess did not go unnoticed. I mean, I don't mind. Well, wherever they feel like coming, there it is. Now, it doesn't look like this guy is a mid-boss. It's just some earth callers. Okay, it's not so bad. Looks like we've only got a handful of them. Yeah, it's interesting. They really did change the logic on move to attack. I wonder what other major patches they've put out. It seems like the developers have had not a small have actually had like a fair amount of feedback integrated into the game. And it just hit 1.0. Kind of surprised they wouldn't have caught some of these things earlier, but I guess this game probably picked up more of a player base when it hit 1.0, which makes total sense to me. I mean, I certainly wasn't interested in playing it until it hit 1.0. Where are we? Oh, barrier. Got it. Passage is blocked. Peering through the gaps, your champion can see it leads upward. This may have been the way the orcs moved between the levels. Okay, well, I don't see anything else around here. We've got some goodies. I should probably look into enchanting. Well, let's check the map. Do we have anything else here? Not overwhelmingly. There's that. I guess let's grab the enchantment. Speaking of, 25% of damage dealt is bleeding. Okay. Not bad. I wonder if it stacks. And we've been down that way, but there's an ancient chest and some other stuff over there. There's also another orange frog. Oh, there's a small forge up there. Can I get to that, or is that locked? I'm gonna go double check. Unfortunately, the fatigue is hitting me hard, so I might not actually be able to go too long. Oh, right, we couldn't get in here. I don't think. It looks like I can, but I think I have to take another way around. No, I can go straight in. That was weird. Old note. He is gone for now. Praise the Life Oak. He might come back, but I do not care anymore. The terror I saw in my friend's eyes as they perished in his fires. I cannot stop the memory of it running through and through in my mind. I could not go back even if I dared to. The stairs are blocked. There's little food here, and my fever is worsening. I should never have spent so much time in the freezing water searching for the other survivors. Perhaps they went further. I must rest for a while now. I'll start to search again tomorrow. We must find a way to warn our families above. Interesting that this note does not disappear, like all the other ones. Odd. Anyway. We get another chest. It has stuff. We also have a small forge. Well, almost all of my things are pretty beefed up at this point. Up the shield. The pants. Upgrade the shield. Doesn't bug me too much. I mean, if I was smart, what I'd do is just save all of the forges until until I actually needed them. You know, it's like, oh, you know, I've hit a bit of a progress wall. Oh, right, can't go that way. Let's go back and find all those forges and buff my gear. I think I'll be fine, especially because, like, we are starting to accumulate a fair amount of stuff. The other thing is, let's save. I bet there's somebody that likes those fountains. I don't know who, but I bet there's someone. I don't know. I feel like I'm about to start passing out here. I guess let's read these notes. This note, and then I'll go. Old note. On the bed, there's a red stained note. Jemmy, it was I who stole it. I hid it. He's looking for it, but I hid it well. Behind the waterfall in the caves. I'm going there now with some provisions I found. Look for me there if you read this. Well, there we go. Anyway, yeah, I'll get back to the rest of this dungeon later. Unfortunately, I just can't go any further. Sick. Hopefully I'll be healthy by tomorrow. But the way to do that is by sleeping for a while.